Now, the picture itself is AI, but the story is not. And I did actually had to look for the story because it's very bizarre. Wanted to know what happened, and I encourage you to do the same. This is happening in New Zealand, where you have several women at the age of 32 who used lube and two sex toys on a passed out drunk man. The drunk man was the boyfriend of one of the women. The incident occurred at a Dirty 30 themed birthday party, and the ladies wrote lewd comments and drew pictures on his body while he slept. They took photos and a short video of the act and shared themselves on social media. Now, each charged with 3 counts of indecent assault. The jury found all 3 not guilty. Only one woman pleaded guilty of posting an intimate visual recording without consent. Okay, so the problem here isn't what she did, is the fact that she filmed it and then uploaded it on the internet without consent. Also, I assume that the man pressed charges, right? So he's probably a little bit upset about the situation, right? Because he thought that the law is going to be on his side. He thought that if I was to do this to a girl, I would get in trouble. But he was probably surprised by the way that the New Zealand authorities work. Now, what do I think about this? Well, the first and foremost thing is, why are these women acting like children? Like, if these were 16-year-olds that went to a party and got drunk and drew some penises on another person's face, I, as an Eastern European, would understand. It's like, oh, okay. Well, I mean, that sounds like my generation, right? Not like just me, but like the people that I surrounded myself with. But these are women that are age 32. Why do they have a boyfriend? Why don't they have a husband and children? Huh? Like, are they retarded? Like, what's preventing them? What's going on here, right? Like, why is it that at the age of 32, you're acting like you're 14? Like, is this not a legitimate question? Like, I'm not horrified about what happened. Apparently, right, they didn't use sex toys to penetrate him, which is why the jury let them go. I don't know if this was like a mistrial where they like charged for a different crime like rape, but like rape requires penetration. I don't know. Like in Romania, that's the case, right? Like to be raped in Romania, you need penetration. And so like if they only used the sex toys and posed with them next to the man, maybe this is why the jury basically said, well, it's not the crime you're charging them with. I don't have the case files. I don't know. What I do know is that they didn't get charged. And so what shocks me is not the fact that they did something like this at a party where alcohol and drugs are probably involved. What I am shocked, again, is that they are 32 years old acting like petulant children. Now, the other thing that I would say is the culture is to blame, right? Like, very rarely do I blame society. But in this case, I think it's okay to blame society, and I can even say which aspects of society cause things like this. You see, New Zealand is a very feminist country. And so the entire propaganda apparatus is that there is no such thing as boys will be boys. There is no such thing as jokes. There is a thing called rape culture. Every single woman is in danger because men in general are dangerous. And so when a man makes a sex joke, it's more evidence that all men are fucked in the head. And so they need to be punished, and they need to be punished hard so they learn a lesson. That's the morality, right? Meanwhile, women are vulnerable. Women are gentle. Women would never. And so if you put yourself into the mind of a jury, well, he is the person that lived in that society. He is the person that was affected by that propaganda. And so when he sees women acting like teenage boys, he probably thinks it was a one-off. This is not something that happens normally. This is not something that's a danger to society. And so this is probably why he's going to say not guilty. Again, I'm not telling that it's right. I'm explaining how it is. Like, this is the real world. This is why it's happening. Also, there is another trend of women getting away with it. Like, there have been statistics showing that women get lesser sentences for the same crime. I believe that it has to do with pretty privilege. Like people that look good, genuinely, they get more privilege than people that don't look good. Like this is statistically proven. Even guys, right? Like guys that look very good, they seem to get less sentences. Like someone like Clavicular, for example, would get a less sentence than someone like me. It's just the way that the world works. But the second thing is also that when you're in the jury, most people are very selfish, and most people will look at the convict, right? Like they look at Butch, right? Butch is a gangster. He murdered someone, and you're sitting there and you're looking at Butch and you're wondering, how would I feel if this guy was on the streets? Like, would I feel safe if I meet him? Would my daughter feel safe if she's on the streets with him, right? And so most people, they want Butch to be locked away. Meanwhile, if you see a girl like this and you're wondering, would I feel safe if I'm on the streets? I mean, probably yes. You know, like she's a party animal. She would draw a penis on my head. Would my family feel safe? Probably not my wife, because she would be concerned I may be cheating on her with this girl. And so they're more likely to not convict. Okay? Like, when you understand this aspect, you understand why the justice system is the way it is. It's not necessarily corrupt. It's also like the subconscious of most people. That's pretty much how people think. You know, like if I meet this person on the street, am I safe? And so this is why they probably got an out. Now, there's also the question is like, is what they did really that bad? And I gotta say something, you know, as an Eastern European, I noticed that my morality is shocking a lot of people. Not everyone from around the world, by the way. Like, it doesn't seem to be shocking Polish people. It's not shocking Hungarians. It's not shocking Russians. It's not shocking Ukrainians. Not shocking Romanians. I am shocking people from the Anglosphere. Like a lot of Canadians, a lot of people from New Zealand, Australia, they're literally shocked when I tell them how I view the world. And I'm not saying this is good or bad. I'm just saying, like, look, I have an alternative viewpoint, which many people do not agree. Do I think that drawing penises on a person's face at a party and taking pictures of that person, is it bad? Yes, it's bad, but is it as bad that you need to summon the national press? You need to get the police involved. The entire nation needs to stop and analyze the situation. I think not. I think this is an exaggeration. Back in my day, this would happen quite often at parties. Not this specific thing, but, you know, people making lewd jokes, people playing pranks on each other. Some pranks dangerous, like putting matches between the fingers and of some sleeping guy and lighting them on fire, putting toothpaste on his face, and then when he wakes up, he's got it burned. You know, like these things used to happen. And so what was the punishment? What was the correct solution? Well, the correct punishment was that the school would intervene, and you'd have a summoning to the principal office where you'd get a stern talking to. And then when you got home, your parents would also say that they're ashamed and they're embarrassed and ask you, like, why did you do that to them? And you know what? Most people never did it again. Like, I remember, right? There were a couple of scandals, very similar, when I was a kid. And that was enough. But apparently, in the Western world, it's not enough. Like, you actually need the conviction, you need criminal records, you need life ruination for something that teenagers do. So you end up repressing teenagers, right? Like, you end up terrifying teenagers. And if you're like a Puritan, or if you're like a social justice activist and you believe that every single evil in society needs a dam, then you're going to call the flood God's will. Because that's what happens when you block every single outlet, right? Especially when they're teenagers, you like, they have desires and needs, and you block even the smallest things that they do. You block the jokes, the parties, everything. Well, at some point, when they're age 32, they are going to act like children, because they're going to think, well, there's no one there to block them. As for the women, it's even worse. Like what I've said up until now, it's for the men. For the women, it's even worse. Why? Because, as far as I know, right now, in our society, it is not okay to shame women for anything. Now, of course, there are shame happening on social media. Like that exists. But no journalist, no activist, no university professor, no politician is ever going to shame women at all for anything. Like there is absolutely nothing that women can do. You can shame men all the time. Like men are constantly getting shamed, right? But women do not get shamed. And so what happens? Well, some women, not all, but some women will believe they're above the law. They will genuinely believe that everything they do is permissible. And so they end up doing something and then being shocked when they're dragged to court. And they're getting dragged to court because the men that they do it to, they think, well, if I was to do this to a woman, I would get in trouble. And so the law is on my side. And then they probably realize that society is unfair. And they start tuning out. And people go like, well, why are all these men listening to Andrew Tate? And this is not about the law, by the way. Like, you can have it at the workplace. You can have it on social media. Like, a lot of men that internalize what society is telling them, and they do become repressed, but they also think that everyone is repressed, right? Like, surely the women are repressed as well. And when a woman does something to him that he wouldn't do to a woman, he then goes and seeks justice. Like, he seeks, okay, well, I was wounded by this person. I require compensation. Because if I was to wound another person, I know it's wrong. And the justice system is telling, no, it's fine. Man up. Like, what do you think is going to happen? Right? And I'm looking at everything. Like, even fiction. Right? Like, if you have anime fan service with a lady with big titties that has sound effects when she's running, that's disgusting, that's gooner, that is disturbing. Meanwhile, if you have a book with a woman on a milking farm, or if you have 50 Shades of Grey that's dark erotica and the most degenerate things imaginable, that's fine, that's artistic, that's enlightening. I mean, The Boys recently, right? You have a scene with a dog that's humping Homelander. Well, I mean, that's beautiful, it's funny, it's entertaining, it's edgy. And so, like, men genuinely feel that there are two rules. One rule for them, one rule for the girls, and then they read articles like this, and they become very jaded, which is not a good thing for a society to have. Jaded men is bad. Let me know what you guys think, though. And as usual, I'll see you in the comment section. Take care.